But no, I mean, that's the thing. People try and call me out of being an asshole sometimes by saying like, yeah, but you were mean to this one guy in this one video, and it's like, yeah, guy's a fucking asshole. I'm an asshole too. Like, that's the thing people seem to misunderstand. I am not a role model. Do not treat me as a role model in the slightest. I am just an asshole who's an asshole to bigger assholes. That is all. I am not a good guy. I don't think of myself as a good guy. I don't try to be. I am just an asshole who bullies bigger assholes. So if you want to claim I'm toxic to assholes, yeah, I'm fucking toxic to assholes 100%. No doubt about it. But compared to like my fans or just normal people that are good, I'm a pretty fucking nice dude. I think if you ask anybody that like I talk to, like any fan that's interacted with me ever, I would say I'm nice 99.9% of the time. I think the only times I've been negative is if it's like a really, really weird or uncomfortable interaction. I'm just like, yo, like what's happening? And like even then I'm like polite as possible because like I'm fucking socially awkward too, and it's like I'm not judging. But it's like, oh, but you called this guy this name, and it's like, yeah, I'd do it again. Fuck you mean? Anyways, it's kind of a random spiel, but it's just something I've noticed a couple times recently in a couple videos where like I'm talking about assholes in Overwatch, and then people are like, yeah, but you called this guy a bitch at this one point. And it's like, yep. And nice people have met. Well, thank you, Jinx. I appreciate that. But it's like I'd like to think if people met me and they like me, or they like my content, that it would be a positive interaction for them. I don't want any interaction I have with like any fan ever to be negative, unless they're being negative, I guess. But it's like I never want someone to like walk out of talking to me or meeting me or whatever and feel worse or feel like let down or disappointed, unless it's like I'm not as good or as funny as they thought. But like I don't want them to like be hurt by it, I guess. It's like I try and be as good as I can. Big Reinhardt plays, boys. Big dick energy, you feel me? PogChamp. What is up, guys? OG Beer here. If you couldn't tell by the title of the video or the intro clip, I'm going to be talking about something that is very important to me and my channel today, which is toxicity in video games, not just Overwatch, toxicity as a whole, and something that I've noticed coming up more and more recently, specifically the fact that I am toxic. So I'm going to go a little more in depth on my thoughts on it and my thoughts on toxicity as a whole and when it's okay and when it isn't okay. For starters, I've been getting some comments recently where I'm not sure if it's new people to my channel or people who, are just discovering it or people who don't really get my content or what. I am not the police of Overwatch. I'm not meant to be the good guy. I don't see myself as a good guy. I don't want to be seen as a good guy. I don't think I'm a good guy at all. Like I said on stream, I am just an asshole who goes after bigger assholes, okay? I'm not trying to be a role model here. I'm not trying to fix Overwatch. I'm not telling you that you should do what I do at all. I'm just doing what I find morally right that is also entertaining for you guys, because if I just tried to be the goody two-shoes, I think it'd be pretty boring, and also, that's just not who I am. I don't want to put on an act for the camera so I look better than I really am. In my opinion, if someone is being a major toxic asshole, you can say whatever you want to them. If your counter to me is, hey, I know this guy was bullying you in a video, but you called this guy a bitch in this one video, you're absolutely right. I would do it again. I stand by it. If someone is toxic, and I mean genuinely toxic, not just asking me to switch or something, I will be toxic right back. I have no issue doing that, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But what does it mean to be toxic, and when is toxicity okay? So here's the thing. I know I use the word toxic a lot. I'm not some cringy, stan account who thinks anything that's remotely negative is, ooh, not wholesome, bad, toxic. No, when I say toxic, I mean genuinely toxic. I mean Modern Warfare 2 Search and Destroy lobby toxic. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Asking someone to switch, pointing out someone is not doing as well as they should, and asking them to switch or play better or to do something differently is not toxic. In my opinion, there are toxic ways to do that, but overall, what they are doing is not toxic. In my opinion, toxicity is just arguing for the sake of arguing, screaming slurs, screaming profanities, whatever. Things that I have done, I curse a ton. I curse like a sailor if you've watched my videos, and I'm not saying cursing is bad, but if you're just screaming curses at your teammates for no reason, if you're just screaming your head off, stuff like that, I think that's genuinely toxic, and I think that's not okay. Now, what type of toxicity do I think is okay? I'm doing air quotes in okay, not in the sense of it's the right thing to do, but if you do it, you're not a bad person. I'd like to think the toxicity that I do isn't really bad. If someone comes into my game, is calling me every word in the book, threatening to DDoS me, threatening to murder my family, whatever, I have no problem cursing them out, calling them every word in the book. I have no problem screaming my head off back at them. I will do whatever I want. Hopefully you guys find it entertaining. I think you guys do, because you guys seem to like it. You guys watch it, so I think you guys find it pretty entertaining, and it's kind of who I am. I think that's okay. In my opinion, that's okay. You might disagree with me, but genuinely, I don't think I'm the bad guy in this situation, because I'm not the one instigating. I'm not the one targeting someone for no reason. If you watch my videos, I never start off toxic. I never start screaming at someone who's just minding their own business. I never go in, even if someone's doing absolutely horrible, unless they're genuinely throwing my game, I never go in there and just scream like, hey, you're fucking off with this character, you dog shit play. I never do that. If they're just playing poorly and they're having an off game, I never do that. I challenge you to find a video where I do that. Unless they are genuinely throwing, as in jumping off the map or just sitting in spawn, I'm not going to do that, because that's not who I am. There's no need for it. It doesn't accomplish anything, and it's a dick move. What toxicity is never okay? There is some toxicity, in my opinion, that is never okay, even if you're retaliating, even if you're not the first one to start it, that you just should not do. And it's something I've seen people saying in my comments sometimes. The reason I bring this up is because I've seen stuff like this in my comments sometimes, and I want to make it clear that I do not support or condone this behavior in the slightest. Things that are not okay. Extreme racial slurs, extreme misogynistic slurs, extreme homophobic slurs, stuff like that. And I will admit, I have said the F slur in the past, and I do not stand by it. I apologize. People have called me out on it, and I fully apologize for it. It's not okay. When I said stuff like that, I never used it as an anti-gay slur. I was using it in the sense of just an insult, but I'm not defending it. It's not okay, and I've tried my best to cut it out, and I think I have for the most part. The reason I say for the most part is just because I don't want to say I fully cut it out, and then someone says, hey, at this one point in this 4-hour stream, you said it at one point. I may have. I apologize. I do not condone it. I do not support it. I'm not trying to say it's okay. Things like that are not okay in my opinion, no matter what. And there are times I've seen it in my comments where someone will be shit talking me in a game, and I'll be toxic to them, and someone in my comments will be like, yeah, that guy is such a bleep, and it's like, you know, some extreme racial slur or something, and it's like, whoa. I'll call him a fucking asshole. I'll call him a piece of shit. I'll call him a loser. But don't start screaming racial slurs. Don't start bringing in stuff like that, because it's just too much. In my opinion, it's too much. And you might say, well, where's the line? The line, it really depends. Some people say that I am the line, and I've crossed the line many times, and you can think I've crossed the line. 100% okay. I wouldn't necessarily disagree. There's some points where I've definitely crossed the line, but I think there's some very clear lines that I think we can all agree on. The gamer word, as I like to call it, stuff like that. I don't care what anyone's saying to me. I'm never going to call someone the gamer word just because it's too much. Plain and simple, it's just too much. There's no need for it. You know, at that point, you're no better than the person you're insulting. I don't see myself as the moral police or the moral high ground, but I'd like to think if I'm shit talking someone, most of the time I'm a little bit above them in this one situation morally. I'm not saying I'm a better person than them in general, in their life, whatever, but in this one situation I'd like to think I'm a little bit better. But regardless, yeah. I apologize if this video is all over the place. This came from something I've been seeing in one of my comments and I wanted to bring up and talk about. I talked about it on stream briefly, but I wanted to get a more formal thing of my thoughts out, and I apologize. It's kind of a rant style video, rant commentary, which I haven't done in God knows how long. So if you guys want more of this, let me know. I'm happy to do more of this. I do enjoy talking like this, so hopefully you guys like it. But yeah, so just to kind of summarize, toxicity, when is it okay? If someone is being toxic to you, in my opinion, go be toxic back. Is it the right thing to do? Is it going to necessarily win you your game or accomplish it? No. In reality, the best thing to do for you is to mute them and move on. That's the best thing to do with your life. If you're like me and you like engaging with assholes and you like bullying assholes, go for it. You do you. I do it for content. I'm not going to judge you if you do it. I'm not going to judge you if you don't do it. What actually is toxicity? Asking someone to switch is not toxic. Saying someone is not doing their job is not toxic. If you say it in a toxic way, it can be toxic. But just saying, you know, hey, hit scan, can you guys focus the far a little bit more? You know, I can go Zen and Discord them for you to make it easier, but it's just, she's kind of going uncontested. That's not toxic. If you go, yo, this dog shit fucking hit scan can't even hit a fucking far. What the fuck is wrong with you? Get the fuck off the game and uninstall. Then you're being toxic, okay? In my opinion. You know, again, this is my opinion. These are not facts. This is literally just my opinion. I'm just a guy sitting in this room yelling into a microphone, okay? What is never okay? Extreme slurs, you know, the gamer word as I like to call it. I think there's just a list of gamer words you can call them, and I think a lot of people, you know, are kind of becoming more aware of it not being okay, but you do still run into it, and I think even if someone's calling you gamer words, just don't say them. No matter what you're saying, no matter how morally right you are, you kind of ruin your argument if you start doing it. You could be making the most logical Albert Einstein level argument against the guy. If you start calling him a racial slur, it's kind of down the drain, and I can't listen to what you have to say because now you're just an idiot. So to summarize the entire point of this video, I am not a good guy. I am fully aware of that. I am, if anything, the anti-hero of Overwatch, if you'd like to call it that. I know it's a corny name, but it's the best thing I can think of, okay? The Punisher. Is the Punisher a good guy if you're familiar with comic books and movies? Not in the slightest. If you idolize Punisher as a good guy, you're kind of an idiot, and I mean that with love, because I love the Punisher as a character, but I do not like him morally. And I realize I'm going off track, but it's because it's the best comparison I can make. The creator of Punisher has said, if you idolize him morally, you miss the point of the character. The entire point of the character is that he is not morally just. The creator of Punisher himself has said that if you morally identify with the Punisher, you do not understand the Punisher, or you have something wrong with you. You should not morally identify with that. He is the unjust rage that we might feel towards injustice. But that is not the right thing. He is not the good guy. Same way I am not the good guy. I am just the anti-hero who is going after the bigger villains, okay? You know, I realize how fucking corny and cringy this is, and you're probably ready to click off, but I'm just trying to summarize it in a simpler way. Do not idolize me. The same way you should not find Punisher morally just is the same way you should not find me morally just. I'm not saying I'm the right thing and I'm the knight in shining armor that you should follow and that all my opinions are correct. Not in the slightest. I am a dude who sits in his room playing video games and yelling into a mic for people's entertainment. I am probably the last person on earth you want to trust with opinions, okay? Just because I do it does not mean that I think it is the 100% morally correct thing to do. I'm not endorsing it. I'm not saying that you should do it or anything. I'm just doing it because it's what I do. I'm an asshole. I am fully aware of it. I accept it. I made it very clear. I'm not an asshole to my fans. Any fan who has actually interacted with me will tell you that. I think I'm pretty nice when it comes to fans, like I said in the clip. But when it comes to things like dealing with bigger assholes, I am a major douchebag. I'm 100% aware of that. Please, 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 do not get it twisted. I do not think I am a good guy. I do not think I am Luke Skywalker himself, okay? Believe me, I am fully aware of it. I am not the moral high ground. I am not the glowing symbol of justice, okay? I am not. I just like dealing with bigger assholes in my own creative asshole way. So please, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you drop a comment down below. If you want more videos like this, please let me know. I'm happy to make them. Hopefully you guys like this. I figure we kick off the new year with a bang with a new type of videos, and hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do, make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Both my Instagram and Twitter are both OG__pure. That's OG_pure for both Instagram and Twitter. Discord link is down below in the description. You can also follow me on Twitch. My Twitch is OG_pure. That's right, OG_pure. We've been streaming on Twitch instead of YouTube. Make sure you follow me on there if you haven't already. And yeah, Discord link and all the other social links down below in the description. Drop a like, drop a comment, all that good stuff, and peace.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come